This exercise together. It's about endgame and white to move. How can white get a draw? When I look at the board, so I realize I only have one pawn, and this pawn have two steps to be promoted. On the other hand, the black king is very close to my pawn. The king is in the square, so the king is able to catch my pawn. On the other hand, it looks really um, worrisome that these three pawns are connected. So I only have a king in front of it. So how can I get a draw here? It looks impossible. And this position is really, really famous. So um, it's a very good example to showcase how can a king to do two jobs at the pawn's ending. One is defending the pawns from your opponents. Another thing is to help your pawn get promotion. So sometimes you can combine the two together to reach the maximum benefit. Okay, so let me show you how I would try this one with the very smart bot that has 3,200 rating. It's very smart. So I will explain the move and also the theory. So the only best move is King G8. So we need to first of all to at least we can control all of the three pawns and also getting close to our C6 pawn. And here the bot move King to B6, and I will explain some other variations. And so far, I have to take the G7. Otherwise, I cannot take any of the other two. So I have to take the one. Okay, straightforward. The F pawn or the H pawn will be pushing. And then I can play King F6. I'm trying to win the F4 pawn. So then it's very interesting. It looks impossible that my king is able to catch up with F4 pawn. And it's far away from my C6 pawn. And the only best move is King E5. Do you know why? You can pause the video to figure it out. So for example, if I move a very slight different move, King E6, black can take my pawn, and this pawn can still promote without any trouble. Once I play King E5, so this move have two purposes. One is touching the F pawn, is going to take that, and moving it to D6 if the pawn is advanced. So King D6, I switch my goal to supporting my pawn to get promotion. Okay, F2 and I play C7, and very luckily I have a queen. So in this case I have to make sure the queen won't be like traded, otherwise black has a very dangerous pass pawn. So very luckily, I mean, let's say if the queen check my king, I can go to F6. To be very careful, if move king to E6, that's a disaster. So my king will be captured. So King E7 and H5. So then I can probably check the king of my opponent, like Queen B8. Let's see if I can get the pawn. Maybe not. So I can check like this. Check like this. I will try to get the draw. So as long as I can avoid a queen trade, I think I'm pretty sure I can get a draw here. But I need to be still very careful to do that. For example, King D6 is not smart because it will be traded. That's a forced trade. So what I should do, I can probably move my king to h4 to stop this one. Oh no, that's bad. That's not a good move. But maybe I can move my king upward. I think that's okay. Okay, queen d3. I can still check the king and check the king. Okay, check. Wait. If I check the queen, if there is a forced trade, yeah, I can get a draw here. Okay, so yeah, if queen e2, that's definitely a draw. Okay, I'm pretty confident. So as long as we have like this one, So trade the queen, king f3, and so the black king is far away from h pawn, so I can definitely catch it. Okay, then we have a draw. Yeah. So a lot of moves, of course. So let's go back to the beginning. So I play king g6, right? So then I talk about if so the computer chose another approach. So in this one, what should I do? So if I take the pawn, and black king is getting closer, so if I king e6, my pawn will be captured, and black has a connected pawn, which is impossible for me to stop. So this is very tricky. What should I do? Should I take g7, f4, king f6, f3? What can I do? King e6. Yes. So here is the solution. I have to take the g7 pawn first, and if black push the pawn, I play king f6, push the pawn, I play king e6, and this is a very interesting position. So my king has the same distance as my opponent's to reach c8. That's super important because f2, I can play pawn to c7, and if black have the queen, I can have the queen at the same time. And that's a check. I can show you. Let me make the move. So if f4, yes. Okay, so the king getting closer. That's fine, and I can probably do, let's see, maybe king d6 is better because I can have a queen, and it's the same position, very similar as last one, and I can get a draw. So yeah, so that's how I use the king to do two jobs. Take the pawn, and then I am in this case, because my king is not able to catch up this pawn, so I switch or pivot the row to support my own pawn. Okay, but if the black, let's say, if the king goes to b6, and what can I do? It's the same position. I move king to e5, attacking the pawn and also getting closer to my pawn, king d6. Yes, we saw this position earlier. So that's how I can get a draw. Thank you for watching.